Hi, I'm Denise, and today we're going to do a slow flow Hatha yoga class. Before we start actually getting up and moving, we are going to do some breathing, and we're going to do alternate nostril breathing today. So if you've never done alternate nostril breathing, you're going to use your thumb and your ring finger. Your middle finger and forefinger are going to just fold down into the palm of your hand. What's going to happen, and I'm just going to go through this and then we'll kind of keep going through this, but I'm going to explain it first, is using your thumb, you're going to close your right nostril. You'll inhale in through your left, holding that for a second, and then closing your left nostril with your ring finger. You're going to exhale out through your right. And then you're going to take a deep inhale in through your right side. Again, just pause for a second when you fill your lungs. And then closing that nostril with your thumb, you're going to exhale out through your left, and then you'll inhale in through your left. So I'm going to start this, and you just join in when you're ready. By closing that right nostril, we're going to take a deep inhale in through the left. And closing that with your ring finger, exhale out through the right. Deep inhale in through your right. Just hold that for a second, and then closing that right nostril with your thumb, exhale out through the left. Then a deep inhale in through your left. Closing that with your ring finger, exhale out through the right. Inhale through your right. Closing that with your thumb, exhale left. Inhale left. Closing with that ring finger, exhale. Inhale through the right. Close that with your thumb. Exhale left. Inhale. Close that. Exhale right. And inhale. Closing that with your thumb, exhale. Inhale, left. Close that with your ring finger, exhale, right. We're going to do one more round. Inhale. Closing with the thumb, exhale, left. Deep inhale. Close that with your ring finger, exhale right. And then just release your hand. And I just want you to breathe normally here. And as you're breathing, you should feel the sides being balanced here. You should be able to breathe evenly through each side. So we were calming the central nervous system, balancing our body out. So now taking a nice deep inhale in through your nose. You just sigh out as you exhale, let go of tensions. And if you had your eyes closed, slowly open them. And then we're going to come up onto our feet. Coming up, we're going to come into Sun Salutation 8. So we always start in mountain pose, just standing tall at the top of our mat. And spreading your toes if you can, and just looking softly straight ahead. Lift your ribs, draw your shoulders back, and then slide them down your back. Make sure that you have softness in your knees, so don't ever lock your knees or hyperextend your joints. Always keep them soft. And looking softly straight ahead, you should feel that you're creating a plumb line from the center of your ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Just breathing deep. And sun salutation A, as you inhale, bring your arms above your head, looking to your thumbs if you can. Exhale, you're going to hinge, folding forward, looking towards your navel. And as you inhale, look straight out, create length. Exhale, fingers line with your toes as you step back into a plank, and that exhale is going to slowly lower you. Feel free to keep your knees down to the floor. Inhale, either pushing forward or sliding forward. Lift the chest, looking upward. Exhale, come to your toes to lift your hips. Feet are staying hip width apart. Your hands are shoulder width apart. And gently press your heels towards the earth, but be aware that you're not forcing your body. Just create a nice, gentle stretch as it moves up through the back side of your body. Keep pressing down through that thumb and forefinger. Jaw staying relaxed. Just letting the head hang. Do one more full breath. Now on your following inhale, stepping back to the top of your mat to look out to create length. Use your exhale to fold forward. Inhale, press down through your toes, knees soft as you bring your body up. Extend the arms if you can, look to your thumbs. Exhale, come back to standing tall in mountain pose. Use your inhale, arms come up. We ride on the wave of our breath. Long exhale is going to fold you forward to look to your navel. Use your inhale to look straight out to create length. Exhale, we step back to that plank. Shoulder and wrist should be in alignment. Remember, you can lower those knees as you lower the chest if you like. Inhale, lift the chest. Should be on the tops of your feet and ankles, shoulders back. Exhale, we come back to our toes to lift into that down dog. And just let your head hang. Come back to your breath. Keep it deep and smooth. If you can, create a soft hissing sound in the back of the throat using the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. Do one more breath, being aware not to clench your teeth. Now with your next inhale, come back to the top of your mat. Just work yourself forward. Look out, create length. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your body up. Press down through those toes. Extend the arms. Look to your thumbs. Exhale, releasing those arms down. Create that plumb line. Inhale, arms come up. And each breath is moving you. Long exhale as you fold forward, hinging at your hip. Use your inhale to look out to create length. Exhale, we step back to that plank. Knees can be down or lifted off the floor if you like, but lower that upper body, elbows into your ribs. Inhale, pushing forward, lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, coming to those toes to lift your hips and breathe. And just press those heels a tiny bit closer towards the earth. And press all of those fingers down into your mat, centering that weight through your hands. So as you look to your toes, which is your drishti, your focal point, feel what is happening throughout your body here at this moment in this down dog. Breath is still smooth and rhythmic. It's deep and reviving. And do one more full breath. And as you inhale, you're going to step back to the top of your mat to look out to create length. Your exhale is folding you forward. Inhale, bring your body up. Extend the arms up. Exhale, stand tall. Now we're going to do one more sun salutation. Inhale, arms come up. Using your exhale, fold forward. Keep those knees soft. Don't lock your joints. Inhale, look straight out. Exhale, stepping back. Lowering halfway. Elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest. Shoulders back. Exhale, come to your toes to lift your hips and breathe. And as those heels draw towards the earth, feel that your tailbone gently draws towards your heels. And then soften and relax across your upper back. Pressing those fingers down, elbows staying soft. And being aware of what you're feeling here in this down dog. How it may feel different from the one that you just came out of. And do one more breath here. And then as you inhale, you can step back to the top of your mat. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bring your body up. Knees soft, extend the arms up, lift to your thumbs. And then exhale, releasing your arms down, come to standing. So we're going to do a slow flow. You may want to have a block beside you if you have a block, or maybe you have a pillow or something that you can use, because some of the poses are going to be a little shaky, a little challenging, but we're just going to slowly kind of work through these, okay? So we're standing at the top of our mat. And when I say slow flow, what that means is typically we hold a pose for 5 to 7 breaths. Today in this practice, we're just gonna kind of be holding it for like around 3 breaths. So we're not gonna be like really flowing fast like what we just did through the sun salutation, but it's going to be a little faster than what we have been doing. So let's stand tall at the top of our mat. Again, just start to become aware of your body again, come back to your breath. And we're gonna start with warrior 1. So we're gonna step our left foot back, and your back heel should press into the earth. You're gonna bend that right knee, it's stacked right over the heel, it should line with your second toe, and your hip should be square to your front leg. We're gonna inhale those arms up. Remember, you're working with your body. Maybe the arms don't wanna come all the way up today. You can just bring them halfway, or you can bring your hands in front of your chest. I want you to breathe, full breaths, tip that head up to look to those thumbs or the ceiling if you can. Now with your next exhale, you're gonna pull your hands down in front of your chest. And as you inhale, you're gonna open your body into warrior 1. So we're gonna keep our feet right where we had them. Just opening your back foot and hip. Arms extend the same plane as your legs as we come into warrior 2. You're gonna look over the top of those fingers. Breath is still smooth and rhythmic. Now with your next exhale, reverse that warrior. So your back hand's gonna lower to your back leg. That front knee is staying bent. Your right arm comes up, and then turning that hand so you can look to the palm of your hand and just reach those fingertips towards the ceiling. And that front knee should shift over towards that little toe. Do one more breath. And then as you inhale, bring your body back up into warrior 2, arms out. But now with your exhale, either bring form to the thigh, or you can use that block or hand to the floor, and that block can be either inside or outside of your foot. We're coming into a side angle pose. So we're gonna extend that left arm up over the ear. Your chest should be open to that side wall. Get nice deep breaths using your nose if you can. Now as you inhale, bring your body back up. Extend the arms, same plane as your legs, warrior 2. Soften the shoulders down your back. Now as you exhale, bring hands to your mat, or you can choose just to come to stand at the top of your mat here and just wait for it to come into the next pose. But stepping back, you're gonna come into a down dog. And then your inhale is gonna lift your left heel up as you swing that leg through on your exhale. Plant your back foot is slightly turned in. We come into warrior 1 on the opposite side. Shoulders stay soft. Front inner thigh rolls out and up. Keep pressing through that back heel. Maybe sink your torso down a little deeper. Now as you exhale, pulling those hands down in front of your chest. In your inhale, you're gonna open into warrior 2, so your back foot and hip opens. Back arm straight up from the shoulder. Don't pull or hold your shoulders to your ears. Nice deep breaths. Your breath will always tell you where you're at in your practice. Keep it smooth and deep. Now as you exhale, reverse that warrior. Back hand lowers to that back leg. Left arm comes up, you're gonna turn that hand to look to the palm of it. Breathe deep. Now as you inhale, bring your body back up into warrior 2. And then bringing either your forearm to your thigh or hand to the floor, a block. We're gonna bring that right arm up over the ear, turn your body out. If you can, look to the ceiling, or maybe you can glance to the palm of your hand, just not to pull your head back. Feel that your neck stays in line with your spine. And on your inhale, bring your body back up into warrior 2. and deep breaths. Now as you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat, or you can choose to come to standing and just stand in mountain pose. Stepping back into that down dog, feet hip width apart, just be here and breathe. And if you're standing at the top of your mat, just stand there nice and tall, nice deep breaths. In this down dog, just being aware of how your body feels from one side to the other. Do one more breath. Then as you inhale, you're going to lift your right heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, you're going to swing that leg through. We come back into warrior one. So your hips are square to your front leg, your back heel is pressing into the earth, the arms come up. Remember, those hands can be apart or together. If you can, looking up, know that you can always look out if your neck is uncomfortable looking up. Breath stays smooth and rhythmic. Now as you exhale, you're going to draw your hands down in front of your chest. Use your inhale to open back into warrior two. Opening that back foot and hip. Front knee stays stacked over that heel. Shoulders stay soft. Just holding warrior two here, reaching out through those fingertips. Now as you exhale, side angle pose. So again, either a forearm to the thigh or hand to the floor or a block. Extend that left arm up. Make the left side of your body nice and long. Pressing the outer edge of that back foot into the floor. One more breath. And then as you exhale, release your left arm down. Now this is where you may want to grab your block, and we're going to move slowly into this, because we're going to come in to a half moon pose. And either hand to the block or the floor, but that hand's going to be about 6 inches in front of your toes. And what I want you to do is I want you to turn your head here and look out to the side wall to find a focal point. And then keep looking to that focal point and really pressing down through your front hand and your big toe. Lift your back leg. And keep looking to that focal point. And then see if you can slowly extend your left arm out and up. Keep looking to that focal point. Body is open. Stretch through your spine. Full deep breaths. Now we're going to see if we can revolve in this pose. So as you exhale, keep that back leg lifted, but bring your left hand down. Place it on that block or right on the floor where your right hand was at. And then squaring your hips to your mat, you're going to turn to the right as you extend that arm. And we reach through that back leg. And we open through the chest. And see if you can press through your back heel. So your back leg is really long and straight. And again, this is a little challenging, so just work with your body. Then as you exhale, releasing that hand and foot down, we're going to step back into a down dog. So just work yourself back, stepping back. Just going to let the body rest here, heels drawing to the earth. Relax across the top of those shoulders. And know that at any time you can also lower down into a child's pose if your body becomes tired. So now on your next inhale, we're going to lift that left heel towards the ceiling. We're going to exhale that foot to the top of your mat. Coming back into warrior one. Arms by the ears if possible. Press through that back heel. Soften through the shoulders. Gently tuck your tailbone. Do one more breath. And as you exhale, draw your hands down in front of your chest. And as you inhale, open into warrior two. Shoulders are soft, breath is full. You can reach the fingertips out to the side walls. Now as you exhale, side angle, again either forearm can be to the thigh or hand to the floor or a block, whatever you prefer. Right arm comes up over the ear. Torso faces out to that side wall, so your heart should not be turning down towards the floor. It should be pulling or facing out towards the side wall or the ceiling. Now exhale. We're going to work ourselves into our half moon. So just slide that back foot in. Place that hand to the floor or a block. Now again, I want you to look out to the sidewall to find a focal point first. And really press down through the fleshy part of your big toe. So that front foot presses down, the hand presses down, you're looking to that focal point. We lift that back leg, extending that arm. Full deep breaths, and use that breath to calm and steady you. Jaw soft, not to clench the teeth. Now revolving in this half moon, just slowly looking down to where your hand is at on the mat or your block. Place your right hand there. Now square your hips to the floor. Gently rotate to the left as you extend that arm out. Again, that back leg is extended out. Find that focal point either out to the sidewall or up to that thumb. Stretch and lengthen through your spine. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down to the floor, lowering that back foot. Again, we're going to step back into a down dog, and we're going to hold here and breathe. And just tuning into how your body feels here in this down dog. Remember, you can always lower to your knees, sitting back towards those heels if you want to come into child's pose. Always being aware that it's your practice. Now with your next inhale, we're going to lift our right heel towards the ceiling. Exhale that foot towards the top of your mat. Now we're going to come into a triangle pose. And I want you to take your right hand and just place it right below your knee. Don't put it on top of your knee, but I want you to work it up a little higher to start with here. And then opening your body to that side wall. We're going to extend that left arm straight up out of the shoulder, knowing that if that doesn't feel good, the arm can stay down alongside your body. We're going to draw a straight line from hand to hand. Your legs should be straight without locking your knees. Now as you hold this here, breathing, possibly your hand may be able to slide down that leg a little farther, but just don't shift your hips out. Don't pull your upper body in front of your leg. Do one more breath here. Now as you inhale, I want you to bring your torso up and then just pivot on your back foot. So you're lifting your back heel and you're bending that right knee, your front knee, and we're going to come into high lunge. So hands are up. Again, you can modify, just keeping those hands right in front of the chest. Back thigh is firm. And if it's uncomfortable for you to be on the ball of your back foot, feel free to pull that foot in and bring your heel down. Now as you exhale, I want you to pull your hands down in front of your chest and then open your arms in the same plane as your legs. So you're twisting and turning your torso to that right side. Front knee is stacked over that heel. Back thigh is still firm. Breathe. Now you can choose to stay right here. I'm going to take it a step farther. If you like, you can lower that left hand down on the inside of your foot or possibly the outside of your foot. You're going to extend that right arm straight up out of the shoulder so you feel that you're drawing your hands in opposite directions as we look to that right thumb. The breath stays smooth and rhythmic. And then with an exhale, bringing your hand down to your mat, we're going to step back into a down dog. And again, remember, you can always come to standing at the top of your mat. Do one more nice deep breath here. Then as you inhale, lift your left heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring that foot towards the top of your mat. Now your back foot is open. Bring that hand, your left hand, just below your left knee. And then turn your body open to the side wall into triangle pose. So your legs are straight and active. We're looking up to that right thumb. Breath is smooth and rhythmic. Soften the shoulders. Now, as you inhale, bring your body up. And then turning, we're going to come into a high lunge. So you should be turning and facing towards the top of your mat, your left foot. Either look straight out or look up to the thumbs, the ceiling if you can. And make sure that you feel that your back hip, your hips are square, that back hip draws forward. Now as you exhale, draw your hands down in front of your chest. Now inhale, extend the arms in the same plane as your legs. So you're going to rotate the torso, looking out to that left side. Full breaths. Reach those fingertips away from each other. Jaw stays soft. Now you can choose to stay here, or if you want to take it one step farther, you can lower that right hand down to the floor or a block. Left arm's going to come straight up out of that shoulder. Make sure that you shift your front hip. Your left hip draws back. And be aware that you're not letting your front knee pull out. That knee should always line with your second toe. Really firm through that back thigh. And then as you exhale, release your hand down to your mat. And we're going to step back into a down dog. And if possible, stepping into that down dog, just letting your head hang. We're just going to hold this here for 3 breaths. And that breath stays smooth and rhythmic. And then as you exhale, lowering down to your knees. So you're on your hands and knees. You're going to have your wrists in line with your shoulders and your knees stacked right underneath your hips. And we're going to come into a cow and cat pose here. So starting with our cow, as you inhale, just looking out, lift the sternum, sit bones lift. Exhale, we're going to come into that cat, tucking the tailbone, drop the chin, roll it up. And then as you inhale, just come back into that cow. And just hold it here for a breath. And then as you exhale, rounding into that cat, drop the chin, lift it up, roll it up, 1 vertebra at a time. Just take 1 breath here. And on your inhale, come back into your cow. So we're loosening and limbering our spine here. And then as you exhale, come back into that cat. This is our last one. Just roll it up a little bit higher, 1 vertebra at a time. Drop the chin, tuck the tailbone, nice deep breath. And then as you come to an exhale, just lower to a flat back. And then I want you to lower all the way down onto your belly. But see if you can keep your hands right where you have them. So when you come down onto your belly, have your palms flatten to your mat, fingers pointing at the top of your mat, and your hands should be right alongside your chest. We're going to come into a cobra. So not to let the elbows pull out, but draw them in, slide them down, and inhale, we're going to lift the chest. If you can, tip your chin up, look to the center of the forehead. Now if you like, zippering those inner thighs shut, you can lift those legs or you can keep them down. Listen to your body. Full deep breaths. Just feeling as you open through the front of your body here and as you strengthen through the back of your body. Now as you exhale, releasing down, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees, child's pose. So your legs can be together or they can be wide apart, whatever is comfortable for you. You're going to sit those hips back. You can take your block if you like. You can rest your forehead on a block. That block can be flat on the side. It can be up on edge or it can totally be up on end if you like. Just sitting back, if you want to release those shoulders, those arms come down alongside your body. And do 1 more breath here. And then as you inhale, bring your body up and come back onto your belly. And we're going to do a locust pose. So all of these are opening and lengthening the front of the body as they strengthen the back of your body, and they're working on those internal organs, improving that digestive system. So we're going to come back with our hands, if possible, lacing your fingers. If that doesn't work, you can always hold a strap. Forehead to your mat, fingers are laced, hands are resting to the back of your body. Now with an inhale, lifting your head, your chest, your legs. The hands slide down the legs. Again, if you can, tip your chin up and look between the eyebrows. Full breaths. Again, don't be concerned if the hands don't want to connect. You can just hold them back there. If it's more comfortable, you can let one leg rest down versus holding both of them up. So just find a place that's comfortable for your body. Do one more breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to release down. We're going to come back to our hands and knees for child's pose. So coming back up, sit back towards those heels. Forehead either on a block on your mat, or maybe you want to rest the forehead on your hands. Just sit back and breathe and move that breath towards that lower back. And not to clench the teeth, soften and relax here. This is a restorative pose for your body. So with your next inhale, we're going to come up to a kneeling position because we're going to come into a camel. And if you have sensitive knees, know that you can roll your mat up for a little extra cushion, or maybe you have a pillow or a blanket alongside that you can grab. But your knees should be right underneath your hips, with your hip bones coming up and the sternum lifting, if possible, the hands from on the bottom of your feet. Lifting that sternum out and up. You can let your head hang back. If you have two blocks, you can place them on the outside of your legs, hands to the blocks, or maybe just focus on your hands being to the back of your thighs. Be aware that do not keep your legs straight up and down. You do need to lean back, hinge back from your knee, so you're not creating a lot of pressure in your lower back. One more breath. Your inhale is going to bring you up. So now we're going to do a beam pose or a gate pose. Extending your right leg out. Your foot can toes can point to the side or to the front, whatever is comfortable. Be aware that your left knee is right in line with your hip, so don't start sliding out and getting at an angle. Being nice and tall, shoulders back and down, right hand to the outside of your leg. Inhale your left arm by your ear. And as you exhale, just let your right hand slide down that leg. And just look out to a focal point, or you can choose to look up to the ceiling. Full breath. That top arm can always rest down on your head. Now be aware again that you don't start to shift your hips back. We're not bringing that alignment of the knee and hip at an angle. Now as you inhale, bring your body up. And we're going to switch sides. So we're going to stack our right knee underneath our right hip. Left leg comes straight out from the hip. Left hand to that leg. Inhale, right arm by your ear. Exhale, slide that hand down. And be aware that you're not turning your torso to face towards the floor. Body stays open. Jaw stays relaxed. And then as you inhale, bring your body up. And then releasing, we're going to come down to sitting, and we're going to get ready for our tortoise pose. Tortoise pose, opening through our back, our lower back, and the back of our hips. So your feet are going to be wide to your comfort. Your modification is with your arms, hands on top of your legs, chest lifted, so don't round your back. Create length. Exhale, you're going to hinge, drawing your chest to the floor. The body will allow arms come underneath your thighs, your hands 45-degree angle to that back wall. Legs will extend out as the chin lowers, and we still breathe full deep breaths. And one more breath. And then as you inhale, you're going to bring the body up. And then just walk your feet onto your mat. So right here, we're going to come into a boat pose. And we're going to sit nice and tall. Be aware when you're in your boat pose, don't let your lower back curl or pull down towards the floor. So just draw your thighs to your chest. Lifting those toes, we're going to extend the legs. Now they can stay bent, or you can extend them. Either way, you're looking to your toes. You can either hold behind the knees, or bring your arms alongside the body. Don't round your back, lift the chest. Full deep breaths. Shoulders stay soft. And then as you exhale, we're going to release. And then we're going to come down into a bridge pose. So coming down onto your back. We're getting close to getting to that corpse pose of asana. So coming down, feet are going to be flat, hip width apart. Palms are into your mat, slide those shoulders down. Now pressing down through your heels as you inhale, lift your hips up. And lift those hips as high as you comfortably can. See if you can walk your shoulders a little closer into each other, and then maybe reach down and hold your heels. Or possibly lace your fingers with your palms together, or just keep your hands flat to the floor. And being aware of your body, know that you can release out of this at any time. Outer thighs draw inward, just don't pull your knees into each other. You should feel that you're drawing a straight line from your knee to your shoulders. And we're not pressing the back of your neck into the floor. Do one more breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower to our back. And just stay right here. Take a couple of breaths, nice and deep. Happy baby pose, drawing your knees to your chest, straighten your lower legs, and if possible, the first two fingers of your hands wrap around the large toes as you bend your knees down towards your armpits. You can use the hands to the lower legs. If you have a strap, you can put it over the bottoms of your feet and draw down. Be aware you're not curling or holding your lower back off the floor. And do one more breath and keep it deep and smooth. And then with your exhale, releasing, just hug your knees to your chest, hands to your legs. And really nice deep breaths. Feel that your belly gently presses against your thighs. Abdominal twist, extend your arms out like airplane wings. Your legs stacked, just let them slowly lower towards the right. You can always have a block underneath them. If you can, turn your head to look to your left. Relax your upper back into the floor, so your left arm and shoulder is against the floor. One more deep breath. And as you inhale, bring your body to center. With your exhale, let those legs slowly lower towards the left. If you can, turn and look to the right, keeping that right arm and shoulder down, so just feel that your body is just anchored to the earth. Breathe, full breaths. Do one more breath. And with an inhale, bring your body to center. Hands to the legs, and you can either lay still here, or if it's comfortable, gently rock your body side to side, massaging the lower back, the lower internal organs against the floor. And bring your body to center. We're going to get ready for corpse pose savasana, and if you have a blanket or something that you would like to put over you, you can grab that. Bring those legs down. Take a second to press through your heels, and then just let the legs and the feet relax away from each other. Your arms are away from the body, palms up, back your hands to the floor. We're going to slide those shoulders down away from the ears. And then softly close your eyes. Take an inhale in through your nose and sigh out as you exhale. Let go of tensions. Take an inhale in and sighing out. Do one more cleansing breath. And then when you are ready, just let your body breathe itself natural, normal breaths. As you lay here, be aware of any warmth, tingling, pulsing sensations in your body. Just feeling that energy that you've awakened in your body. Here, as your breath becomes relaxed, begin to relax throughout your toes. And move that relaxation down through the bottoms of your feet. And relax through the calf muscles. And relax through the hamstrings. And relax throughout the front of your thighs. And relax the back of the hips. Relax through the lower back. Relax through the center of the back. And relax throughout the upper back. Relax through the upper arms. And relax through the forearms. And relax throughout the wrists and the fingers. And relax the inside of your stomach. Relax throughout your chest. Relax throughout your neck. Soften the scalp. Relax throughout your forehead. Relax the eyes into their sockets. And relax throughout your jaw. Just let everything go. And feel as your body melts into your mat. Wiggle the fingers and toes to slowly awaken your body. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms up alongside your head and give yourself a nice big stretch. And as you exhale, bring your knees to your chest, your hands to your legs, and with your eyes staying closed, just gently rock your body side to side. And then let your body fall to one side or the other and lay in a comfortable fetal position, keeping the eyes closed. And just feel as your body relaxes into your mat. And then use your hands to help walk yourself up to sitting so you're not pulling on your lower back. Come up, take a cleansing breath. Take an inhale in through your nose and just sigh out as you exhale. And I'm going to end our practice today from reading from the book Meditation is Not What You Think from Jon Kabat-Zinn. It's book number 1. I don't know about you, but for myself, it feels like we are at a critical juncture of life on this planet. It could go any number of different ways. It seems that the world is on fire, and so are our hearts, inflamed with fear and uncertainty, lacking all conviction, and often filled with passion but unwise intensity. How we manage to see ourselves in the world at this juncture will make a huge difference in the way things unfold. What emerges for us as individuals and as a society in future moments will be shaped in large measure by whether and how we make use of our innate and incomparable capacity for awareness in this moment. It will be shaped by what we choose to do to heal the underlying distress, dissatisfaction, and outright dis-ease of our lives and of our times, even as we nourish and protect all of this good and beautiful and healthy in ourselves and in the world. And from Wendell Berry, it may be when we no longer know what to do, we have come to our real work, and that when we no longer know which way to go, we have begun our real journey. And I end with Namaste. and bless you all.